Okay, so today we were going to talk about leads lists and how to get them. So we'll go ahead and start out with this is the PDF that you have available down below here. And it's going to have a bunch of links here for different areas and where you can get leads lists. So we're going to start out with investor rep and landlord rep. So this is a property owners. So people that own currently commercial real estate properties are a good place to start prospecting, especially if you do investor rep or landlord rep, because you want somebody who already has a property and not necessarily a noob. So, of course, if you have watched literally any of my videos on YouTube, you probably already know that Reonomy is pretty much my top choice for finding property owner information. And I really do like Reonomy. I think the prices are very good for the data that you receive, and also you can get very, very specific. So if you just wanted to focus on like one particular neighborhood and then you wanted owners that have like just multifamily properties that are less than 6 units or like a certain kind of square feet, or a certain kind of property, so like industrial warehouses only, like in a specific area, you can get very, very targeted with a Reonomy list. And you can pull out those information in Excel spreadsheet. Most Reonomy information does come with a phone number and an email address. Not all of them do. And usually that's because if you do have a phone number and address, it's because the person has signed up for contact for that particular property, or they've signed up for some sort of affiliate list in order for and then they checked the third party vendors. So that's usually how they get the information. If you are doing any cold outreach, including cold calling or cold emailing, what you could do, just to make extra certain, is just email the company that you're getting the list from and just ask them, is it okay if I cold call or I email these people, just to get an extra insurance, and just in case somebody does ask about your cold calling. So, Reonomy, of course, is my number one pick. You can get a lot of property information on it. My second pick is going to be Prospect Now. So Prospect Now is the same sort of thing where you can get very targeted. You can do certain kind of properties, features of properties, cities. You can, I believe, yeah. So it does. Most of them also do come with email and phone. And again, that's from either they have signed up for information about their property, or they have signed up for a third party in order for them to receive that information. And what's cool also about Prospect Now is that does have some sort of predictive analysis. I'm not sure if it's an additional fee, like on top of just the regular database access, but they can apparently contact you or have like a little button or something like next to the property if they think that the owner is either selling soon or making some sort of change to it. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how it works. I've actually never seen the back end of Prospect Now, but I have heard good things about the thing, so I did want to show it to you for property owners. Now, for tenant rep, for tenant rep, of course, what we're looking for is business owners that probably need a new space, or additional space where they want to move. So, one great place for that kind of information is, of course, Dun and Bradstreet. Used to be called D&B Hoovers. I haven't updated the logo on the PDF. So, this is a really great place, especially if you're looking for those really, really big companies. So, like if you're looking for, if you have a big like office research space that you need to fill, this is a really great place to find some of the super, super big uh, industries, and find out the contact information who is going to be part of those kind of companies. So, like if you do have like a research and development, you can search for research and development like in your area. Maybe they're looking to expand or whatever, but you can take that sort of information directly out of Dun and Bradstreet and get very, very targeted, especially with the higher end ones, and especially if you need the name of the person who is in charge of that department. So if you're looking for really, really big companies, this one is probably going to be your best bet. Data Axle is always holds a special part in my heart because it's how I find all of you. So Data Axle does have an availability for you to just search businesses. And what I do suggest you do with Data Axle is do the call or the let's chat, and then ask them to pull a list for you. So when you are going into the back end, you can do it yourself. But I have found if you do want a list with really good data, contact them so that they can get very very targeted on the list. So, for instance, this kind of thing is for tenant reps. So, like, you could do like insurance agents, like in a certain area, especially too if you have one of those, like a suite that's like really hard to lease. So, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. The ones where it's like a retail office space where it's like the only people that would be interested in it are like insurance agents. You can get just a list of insurance agents in the area, and then you can send them the information on that particular property with your contact information. So you're kind of doing double duty there, where you're advertising a property and you are advertising yourself as somebody who can help them move to a new space if they need to. Data Axle is a great place to get that kind of business owner information. CoStar, tenant data. I'm pretty sure this used to be LoopNet Property Records. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is such a great resource, especially if you're doing any kind of tenant rep. And it's so great in the fact that you can search up tenants like in a particular area. You can look at the building. You can look at suite numbers. You can even see on their records whether or not their lease is about to expire. So you can hit them up with, "Hey, do you want to help negotiating your new lease with the building that you're in currently, or if you're interested in looking at a new space, give me a call." So this kind of data can be very very powerful, especially if you're doing tenant rep, where you can just do like a search once per month or once every couple of weeks or whatever for people that are about to come up in their leases in the next 3 to 4 months or whatever. So you can hit them exactly at the right time to negotiate those leases. So that is a really great wealth of information, especially if you're doing tenant rep. Is that CoStar tenant data? Another one I definitely want to talk about is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is really, really great, especially if you're going to do like a lot of cold outreach through LinkedIn. So, what you can do is you can search people's titles. So, if you have something specific, like you want to work with a medical office or something, and you're looking for a particular kind of doctor, you're doing a campaign for that kind of particular thing, like dermatologist or something, you can go through the LinkedIn Sales Navigator and just find people in your area with that particular title or that work in a particular area. And so it's a really great way, especially if you're getting super, super targeted on any kind of specialty or just one particular type of service that you're really trying to offer, or if you have a space that really needs to be leased. LinkedIn Navigator can get you the right kind of people with the right kind of titles in their names, or the right kind of descriptions, and to pull those lists out. And I also want to show you too, because LinkedIn Sales Navigator can be a bit of a beast. I don't know if you've ever done the free demo or the trial, but it's a lot. So, unless I mean, of course, if you want to get in there and you want to learn it, awesome. It's going to be a great skill research, like a research skill in order for you to have in the future. If you are not interested in doing that, I just wanted to show you Fiverr.com. All I did is type into the search engine here, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and look how many people will do it for me. So you can, request some of these people to go in there. You can give them criteria for their search, and they will come out with a leads list on the other side. Very inexpensive, as you can see here. I don't know if you can read them or not, but $10, $15, starting at $50. So, very inexpensive way to get some of that tenant data if you are interested in that particular thing. So that's it. Now you have, how many is this? Two, four, six. Now you have 6 different ways in order to get your tenant, either your tenant rep list or your property owner lists, and get some of those cold leads so that you can get your lists and go ahead and get started on your cold outreach. All right. So I will leave you to it so that you can pull some lists for yourself, and then we will go ahead and get started on some of the other funnels that are available. All right. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.